Hello, welcome to Lackless Reactions. I'm your Lackless Reactor, here today with another episode of Vinland Saga. Last week we set up a second conflict of the ongoing arc. This one, a runaway slave who is the husband for the one female slave on the farm. And he's already killed plenty of people, both escaping and now going through the farm. He's killed one of the mercenaries. So, this is not going to end peacefully either way. But for today, without further ado, let's get started. So, for those of you who didn't watch my Season 3, Episode 3 reaction to Owl House, my microphone on my computer is currently on the fritz. So I'm currently using my extra microphone, which problems with last video I tried to record with it. Apparently, one of the main problems with this is that it also picks up the computer sound, so I get higher chances of copyright claims. So for this week I will be unfortunately watching it muted, despite how much I enjoy Paradox as the opening. And I'll also delay talking about some of the stuff that is happening here until next week, but lots of good symbolism with the pouring out the pitcher into blood, the wife and his husband in arms, most likely dead. Of course, Thorfinn in hell. But again, I'll save most of that for next week. Hi, Thors. So that's her husband. Is this a good reunion or a traumatic one? I mean, she already ran up and called for him, so. That sounds like they have a son. Had a son. Yeah, he forgot all about the mercenaries. And the hearse. That's cutting off his escape. Sorry about people listening. No. They're not going to be doing much of that axe. That's the real question. That's coming from a newly pacifistic Thor Vin, so. Not sure what he's done before, but he's doing good. He's injured, but they're not the ones to land the blows. That's a no. Not a good way to look at this on either side. First, yeah, he's had to deal with a lot, considering he is a slave. But on the other hand, he has actually killed people. Some of them probably deserved to be slapped around a bit, but killing is killing. And he's not sure about specifically about him being mad. We'd have to see more evidence of that, but if he is mad, there's not much they can do. Oh yes, the one he would actually listen to. Is that what she wants? Because they haven't figured out which way she wants us to go, whether she does want to be with him or... That sounds more like she does want to be with him, but is giving up. Some of how she was acting was maybe he wasn't the best husband, but seems like it's more along the lines of she's given up and she knows that going to him is not going to help. Yeah. There's also this about a son, which the two possibilities are he's been sold off somewhere to a third place, or he's one way or another dead. He's currently against killing, so... Let's see what she's had to deal with. Sweden, so the opposite direction. All these minerals. And didn't win. Simple as that. Fortunately, people don't think about things based on what they actually need. If there's something they can have, many people go for it, regardless of all the negatives that come with doing so. And yet they march off to war. It looks like more taken away than dead, which is one positive. Thorfinn regrets being one of the people who was responsible for taking people away from their families. Oh. Oh. Yeah. No. That's a difficult situation. So basically, if they get involved, there's going to be trouble. She just wants to wait until everything's gone so that there's less to deal with, even if it's going to hurt because she still loves him, but and of course there's also a third option, which is she's going to do it herself despite how stupid it is to do it without any backup, but there's a chance. Hasn't gone fully senile yet. You go there, you're not coming back one way or another. You realize that, right? Love. As much as it hurts, the answer is love. Yeah. Some things are not worth losing, even if a fight needs to be happen. Right. People think fighting. There's some people out there who think fighting back is inviting a war, being the cause of a war, but it's the people who start the attack that are the cause of the war. Just admit without second thought doesn't end the war. It just means that there'll be another fight when they try to take something else from you, and again until there's nothing left. It's understandable to fear the storm, but as much as a bad decision this is going to be, I think the right thing is for her to go to him. Because she's already lost too much to lose any more. It's definitely going to end badly. I'm pretty sure she's not going to come back alive from when the fight, actually, from what's about to happen. Whether she tries to save him and things fall apart. Regardless of what the actual facts are. You know. Okay, I was about to say, is this a... I haven't seen the ending enough to tell if this is a custom one or not for just her walking away, but I don't think it actually is. Yeah. Yeah, it's still Ember like last week. Found off new ones, I don't recognize them right away. But anyway, as I was saying, regardless of... I was going to talk about this one, but that can wait till next week as well while I'm talking about the opening and always seeing that, but... What I was trying to say before I interrupted myself is that things are about to go badly. And they're going to go badly because she's just not going to sit down and watch the storm try to pass. As much heartbreak she's going to get from charging in, it's probably going to be better than what would come about from us standing back. And next time's a storm. Have to see how it all falls apart next week, but regardless, thank you everyone who came and watched this episode with me. I hope you all have a good week. And I look forward to next week's episode and hope some of you take the time to stop by again next time. But until then, take care.